Okay, so I'm just wrapping up I'm checking messages, replying to emails. Thank you for all the emails and comments that I've gotten so far on the vlogs. Those have been really cool. I appreciate that. But now, let's go to the office. It's important to use keys when driving a car. They're generally a requirement for starting the car. It's all good. I got it. No problem. One of the things I've always found interesting about the advertising industry is how cyclical projects are. When a website project comes in, it seems like 2 or 3 or 4 websites follow right behind it. Or if we're doing a long format video production, we'll get 2 or 3 right behind it. Right now, I'm working on e-commerce stores. And all of a sudden, I've gotten bombarded by 3 projects for e-commerce store. I'm working on the largest e-commerce store I've ever worked on that has a little over 100,000 SKUs, which is exponentially larger than any other e-commerce project I've ever taken on. But it's very fun. It's very cool to do. We have an 11-step guide that we use with our clients to help explain kind of the steps that we're going to go through when we're developing an e-commerce site. So if, for instance, you and your business are considering e-commerce, these 11 steps are something that you need to potentially think about. Step 1 is decide on the products. Now, I know that sounds silly and probably common sense, but you don't necessarily want to sell everything that you have in your store on your e-commerce site. Some things are harder to ship, or the shipping may be so expensive that it's not going to work very well online. And then decide on your domain name. And the domain could be the name of your store. It could be a catchy phrase. Almost all e-commerce platforms today require that you have a minimum of 3 standard policies on your website. A refund policy, a privacy policy, and a terms of use or terms of service policy. So the next step is choosing your platform. Now, there are a ton of e-commerce platforms, so I'm not even going to begin to get into reviewing the different options that are out there. Well, then the next step would be designing the website out, the store out, matching your branding, matching your logo, your color palette, your typography standards, all the things that you have. The next step is to set up your payment processing. Now again, if you use a platform, the shopping cart and the credit card processing is all kind of built in and taken care of for you. But you do have the option to use third-party processors as well. So whatever merchant services you end up using, whether again it's through the platform or PayPal or whoever, you need to get those set up into the website. Step 7 is then adding the products to the page. You want to, from the products that you chose to add to the website, start adding them in. So you're starting to fill up the website. You can start seeing kind of your design, and you kind of go back and forth. You may want to change your design elements at this point after you see how it lays out with products now. after that, you need to check out your checkout. That's step 8. You want to experience what your buyer is going to experience when they shop on your store. And one of the biggest challenges e-commerce stores face is abandoned shopping carts. And the biggest reason for that is confusion. The buyer is confused on what to do, or something is not working, there's a dead link somewhere, something like that. So you want to make sure you go through the process of checkout just like your buyer would. And then just like any other website, you want to optimize all your pages for SEO. Same thing for your products and your product descriptions. You want to make sure everything's optimized with good keyword frequency, that it's relevant. And then the last 2 steps are just like any other website. You want to set up your analytics, and you want to pay attention to them so that you can see what pages are getting the most visits, and if you're getting bounces on certain pages, you can kind of start investigating why. You don't just put a website, e-commerce or otherwise, online and leave it alone and expect it to do its job without you having to do anything. That's not how it works. And then the last step, and the one that most businesses leave out, you have to market the website. If you don't let people know that the website's there, how are they going to find it? One of the things that we have to do when adding these products to the website is we have to enter in their weight and their dimensions so that the shipping costs are calculated correctly. And I think I got my scale in today. I've been waiting on this. Exactly what it is. I am finally headed home. Had a great meeting. One of my favorite clients. I absolutely love this client. And we had a lot to talk about on their website tonight. So we got a lot of stuff done that we needed to get done. Got a lot of design decisions made that needed to be made. The client's happy. I'm happy. It's late. I'm tired. It is time to get home, for me to edit this vlog, and to go to bed. Good night.